So what we did was to develop a targeted communication campaign to a very specific audience. You know that good communication means you have to know your audience. And so I studied the decision makers of South Africa, the cabinet officials, and I learned everything I could about them. I paid attention to their words, like whenever they were speaking, I was writing down what are they saying, what is important to them, and that's how we did this work. But also we were really privileged to draw from an important piece of work that the Biodiversity Institute did, which tripled their budget, so you know that this was a good piece of work. They tested 8 messaging framings for biodiversity with decision makers to understand what matters to the decision makers. And what they found was that framing biodiversity as a national asset, something we have to look after, a national asset, recognizing the value for future generations, and then drawing on the practical solutions, the nature-based solutions, gave us the best chance of having traction with decision makers. So we took this into our Marine Protected Area communication campaign. South Africa has a national protected area expansion strategy that was developed before the efforts for making the case for 30% protection of the ocean. So our current protected area strategy commits to a representative marine protected area network with long-term goals for 20% ocean protection. That expansion will also be in line with our ocean economy, but I also think we'll use a much broader diversity of spatial management measures. So we talk about the tool of other effective conservation measures, which are areas that are not protected areas, but are delivering benefits for biodiversity. So for example, a small-scale fisheries priority area where the fishery is well managed might also provide benefits for protection, and in doing so contribute to our protected area targets. South Africa's oceans host an incredible diversity of marine ecosystems, and we need to make sure that examples of each of those different types are included in our protected area network. So that's what we're talking about when we say a representative marine protected area network. So on land, just like we have forest and fynbos and desert, under the sea we have this incredible diversity of systems. So we have not just the coral reefs and kelp forests that people know about, but abyssal plains, undersea mountains, like incredible submarine canyons that cut into the shelf. We have sandy areas, we have gravel areas, we have rich muds, and we want all of those different types of ecosystems with the unique sets of species that they host to be included in our protection. The kind of benefits that we can expect to see would be increased food security, increased job security for fishers. We could see strengthened resilience against climate change among coastal communities. We could see innovation in the tourism sector, a thriving marine wildlife and a tourism trade that I think could really be in alignment with the ocean economy, while protecting and making sure that the benefits of protected areas flow out into adjacent areas and help us make sure that we can benefit from these ecosystem services in the long term. A regional event like the WIOMSA conference is really important for bringing together the community of practice from the Western Indian Ocean so that we can share our knowledge, get new ideas, get inspired, find out what's working, what's not working, and that information can feed into the global processes, including in the high seas, the areas beyond national jurisdiction. Often the African perspectives get lost, but an event like this brings us all together and brings other international people in, and that really helps for the information to flow up into the global processes.